poster printers, laminators, anything you can think of to do some crafting and maker space downstairs. So we have a lot of great resources here, so anything we can do, I have some cards out there. Feel free to take one, send me an email if there's anything I can do to help. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Great place. So without further ado, we'll put Virginia on stage and let her get started with YouTube.
Hello, my name is Virginia Weiskopf of Weiskopf Consulting, all things technical and social. I have a business that does multi-things. One of the things I'm here to talk about is social media marketing. I have my associate Miriam McCoo back here who worked for Google and is a YouTube specialist. So she'll be chiming in during the presentation where I lack the knowledge, or she's just got all those little tweaks. I do websites, I do databases, I do IT support, and I do social media and email marketing. So I have different branches of my company. But we are here to talk about YouTube so that you guys can figure out what to do with YouTube. You got this when you came in. Oh, it doesn't work on there. Okay, so anyone brave enough to fill it out while they were sitting there? When we do, we give free digital assessments, and not just on YouTube. This is just the YouTube assessment piece. That's part of our big digital assessment. If you go to my website and sign up, we'll look at your entire digital footprint and send you a report. So, but you can do this in terms of checking to see where you are and what you're doing. If you don't know the answer, then clearly it needs improvement. So you can take that, you can talk to Miriam about it, or you can just take it home. So we want to make social media work for you. We want you to be able to know which platforms you should be on and how to use them. So when we're talking about social media, we all have different skills. So when I'm talking about a beginner, you do not have a channel. How many in here have a channel? 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe? Okay. You have a channel, but it's not branded. Your channel only has one video on it. You have a channel, your name is on it, and has one video. You're started. I think that, you know what, that's great. You put your foot in the water. You uploaded that videos without keywords and descriptions. Does everyone know what that means? We're going to learn about that. And we have no playlists and no plans. That's what I consider a beginner, okay? Then we have the intermediate. Your channel is branded. You have more than one video up there. You know how to put keywords and SEO and description in, and you have playlists. You have something you're doing. So now for the advanced person, your videos have cards and annotations on them, which means, you know those things that pop up and the things you can click, you've done that to it. You've associated your website with your YouTube channel. You've linked it to your AdWords account. Google Analytics ID is part of it. You have featured content, and you're using monetization or advertising. So who's a beginner? Who's an intermediate? Who's advanced? Okay, so we all know where we are, which is great. YouTube is free. You can get on YouTube, you can start a channel, you can do whatever you want for the basic thing. They want you on there, they want the content. But free is kind of a misnomer because it takes a lot of time to do it, and you have to have a plan. You need to explore it, and you need to have a plan. We want you to create a channel, learn how your business can benefit from it. So these are the things we're going to talk about tonight. Okay, YouTube was started in 2005, which actually seems like a really long time ago now. And do you know that YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world? And who can tell me why? Somebody must know the answer to this. Yes?
Well, the reason why I use it for a search engine is if I want to learn how to do something or know how to go about something or how something's done, I'll go to YouTube, do a search on YouTube, and watch the video of how it's done.
Yep, we all do that. But it's owned by Google. And so Google thinks more of itself, and Google has the best algorithm for search engines. It also has the best algorithm for YouTube, and it gives both of them credence. If you have a YouTube channel that has SEO and it's all the pieces are in there, it's going to look at you as a more important business. Okay, and that's what we want to think about when we do YouTube for business. So there is 1 billion, I want you just to read these. I'm not going to read them to you, but this is awe-inspiring. 6 billion hours of video are viewed every month. And down here, YouTube reaches more US adults that are 18 to 34. Would you ever get cable? I'm going to pick on you today because you're the youngest one in the room.
No, I go on YouTube and Netflix.
Yeah. You know, the cable industry has a real problem. I always thought it was going to be the death of cable if they lost the sports franchises, which it's starting to move past that because you can get it on Hulu and you can get it on Sling TV. But the fact is, the younger generation is never going to buy into cable TV. They're just not going to do it. So they really need to have a 10-year plan to resolve that. So this is who is on YouTube. 62% men, which I found interesting because I wouldn't have thought that. And the age groups down at the bottom. These slides, if you want them, Miriam will pass out the basket, leave me a business card, and I'll send them to you tomorrow. But these are the people who are on there, and these are your target market. So yeah, it's not really. Your time is valuable as a business owner, so where are you going to spend your time? You hear that you have to be on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Pinterest. You have to email your clients. How do you make a decision? So you really need to decide if YouTube is where you're going to be, that's where you're going to start. You just have to make that decision. You need to learn, you need to plan, and there needs to be the production time on how that video is going to end up, because we want to catch those people to watch it. So the first thing you do is you go out and explore YouTube. You've all been on YouTube. Have you ever looked at your competitors? The very first thing you should do is go look at your competitor sites. Poke around, watch a couple videos, see what they're doing, see how many subscribers they have. Jot down some ideas about what they do you like and what they do you don't like. You have vendors or suppliers that you get things from. You should check out their YouTube channels because you can certainly pull their videos in because they're not a competition and they should reciprocate the piece. You should look at your clients. Who buys your stuff? Do those, if it's a business to business, do they have a YouTube channel? Google has a small business channel which has lots of very interesting how to use YouTube for business, which is a great thing to subscribe to. You need to understand what it is you're doing, where you want to be, what is your goal on YouTube. Some people on YouTube just want to post, right? And they want that one viral video. You know, as a business, that's not what I want. I want to get subscriptions, and I want to have consistent content to push it back to my website. So you should entertain, educate, and inspire. Who can tell me they have a favorite YouTube channel? Does anyone in here? I'm going to have to go back and pick out the young girl. Do you subscribe to different channels?
Yes.
What's your favorite?
There's a channel that just is on movies.
It's on movies. It tells you about movies, what's coming up, what was good, what's in the history. Okay.
Like top 10 females that did this in movies.
Okay. So from that channel, what is their angle? Are they trying to sell you something? Is it just informational? Do they have a blog? Do they ask you to purchase anything?
They don't ask you to purchase anything. It's more like start a discussion on what's important to you in media.
Okay.
Just start a discussion on like how media is changing and evolving.
So the question for that channel is, what is their purpose? Are they trying to just get subscribers? Are they using the platform to monetize? Miriam, can you step in here in terms of just having subscribers and running a blog?
Yeah, that's definitely something that a lot of YouTubers or people who have channels on YouTube aspire to because they have that platform where they run ads, and so that's a way of revenue for them. So that's, I suppose that's what their goal is for that particular genre that you're subscribing to.
So every time you go, you have to watch that 7-second ad, right? So, right, so for me, having my channel out there, every time someone watches it, they count that. And they've changed the rules, and I don't know them, but then you get a check for revenue because you're running those ads. So the more subscribers and the more people they have, the more revenue they can generate in that particular ad.
So I subscribe to YouTube History Channel.
Okay,
So I like to watch when things relax down. I'll watch some history
Mhm.
movies, and documentaries.
Yep.
And, I don't see much reach to try to get money from the podcast.
So
But I'm getting
that's a
the
different
numbers.
that's a different type of channel. They have a YouTube channel, they have a cable TV channel, so they're hitting both people on different platforms. I don't think it's necessarily revenue there. Do you watch ads when you go there?
No.
Do you get ads pushed to you?
They're probably there, but
Okay, but you don't remember the ads. Okay, that's a whole nother issue, yeah.
I don't care about them, so I can, but
So you need to know the purpose of your YouTube channel. Those are some we're talking about are different. If you want it to make your business seem like a bigger business, to promote what you're doing, your how-to videos, things like that, then that's a plan that you'll do. So that's the angle that you're doing. What are we going to do? We're going to vary our content, whether we're doing how-tos or, because how-tos are a big one. Who hasn't looked up how to do something on YouTube? Okay, my husband and I looked up how to change a microwave, right? Mine blew up. It took him 2 minutes and 20 seconds. It took us 2.5 hours, just so we're clear. We watched the YouTube video like 12 times.
Find anything I can.
You can find anything, I'm also a programmer, right? So I write code, and if you go in and ask, there's someone so geeky that they want to show how they do it. It's just amazing what's there. It absolutely is. So you can incorporate your products and services into the video. You can deliver entertainment, and you can have different pieces on your channel, keeping in mind what your goal is. And that's what you want to do. You want to vary your content, but keep in mind what the goal that you're trying to pertain. And you can educate. A lot of my videos are educational. Like right now, I want you all to say, you can just say hello loudly. Say hello.
Hello.
You are live on YouTube right now. We are streaming live on YouTube. So they have.
Wait, what? Guys, follow me. My channel.
You have to run up here though, because the camera's pointed right there. YouTube changed was it last year, Miriam, that they changed the stats? So you could originally associate your website and then push at the end of your YouTube video back to your website.
What's your purpose for streaming this?
I'm getting to that.
I'm your lead person.
Okay, I'm getting to that. So, and you could associate it back to your website. Was it this January or the January before?
This January started.
So in January, of course, every time you learn something, they all change their guidelines, right? So you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of video watched in a 12-month period in order to make that association to push directly from your YouTube channel back to your website. It's not that you can't put your URL on there so people know, but there's not going to be a click and take me there. So the purpose of me streaming live is twofold. One, to catch people because we promoted that we were going to do this on my YouTube channel, to have them watch. So if we're here for an hour, it's an hour that I'm going to get 3 people. That's 3 more hours that I'm doing, 3 hours at a time. And then I will take it and Miriam will edit it and we'll upload it into my seminars so people can watch it later. So there's 2 things. And so people who might be looking for how to do YouTube will come across it and then watch it. Okay?
Thank you.
Yes.
And then is there a place where you can check and see how many hours someone's watched?
Yes. So there's statistics all through. YouTube has, just like Google, has more statistics than your head can take in at once. If it tells you how many views, it will tell you how many minutes in somebody watched it and hopped off. I mean,
need to find out on Facebook. Do they do that too, right? They do live videos on Facebook.
I don't know what the Facebook statistics are, and I'd have to go look.
Who watch and how long?
Yes, there's insights for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know how to do that. I wanna see.
This is my analytics girl back here.
I'll talk with you.
What?
We use insights a lot.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of good stuff.
There's very interesting things that you
I
can
get
find out.
sometimes I get like 800 views. And I want to know how if people are watching them that long.
Right, if they stay on for 30 seconds and hop
Yes,
off,
because
yes.
It's like, oh, 10 seconds bam. I'm like, oh, that's not good.
Right, so that will tell you, absolutely, yep. So we want to develop our strategy. So boost your brand awareness. Is that what our goal is? Is our goal to introduce a new product or service? You had talked about that. Are we advertising for an existing product? One of the things that I'm going to be doing is pushing ads out on YouTube that 7 second, is it 7 seconds or is it 9 seconds now?
They vary.
Okay, so we have, you have the flyer for my big event that I do once a year. We're gonna start promoting that very soon on YouTube. So, is it to generate sales leads? Are we teaching and educating our customers? That's in one of your businesses, you wanna teach and do how-tos and things like that. We can share our testimonials. So there's all kinds of things, and you can have different playlists, and you can do a variety of them. It's not just that you're gonna do one thing. You know, you can have, I have my how-to videos. There was a time when I said to my employees, I said, we don't need to make a video, you can just push it to somebody else, because someone else has already made a video on how to do this. Well, now that I have to have 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers, we make how-to videos all the time and put them up there, and I do it for my clients too, how to do this. And I put them in their client portal so that they can go back and check them. So it just, 5 minutes at a time, I'm racking up hours. So we want you all to develop your core message. Everyone has to have a core message. I translate technology into a language you speak. I think technology should be your best employee, not your worst employee. That's my talking logo. So I developed it with this book called Duct Tape Marketing. Has anyone ever heard of it? Okay, chapter 2 is called Discover Your Core Message. It's a great chapter to help you refine that piece. So who has done an audience identification process? Who is my ideal person? Who is your ideal customers? Do you know who you're marketing to? Because how can you send out a message if you don't know how you're marketing to? If you're casting the net really wide, that's great, but then you're never going to target in and get those specific leads. So that's important. What is the tone you want to set? Where are those clients located? It's not just putting it on YouTube and blasting it everywhere. If I'm going to market my event, I'm going to very specifically target the Chicago area to start with. And then I'm going to go slightly outside of that. I know who my target market is, and I'm going to define that when I advertise. So you need to remember this, and you remember it's all about them. You can't say buy now, buy now, buy now. What you want to do is you want to educate, entertain, and inspire. Because if you do that, they're going to remember you, and they're going to come back. So why should they watch your video, right? What's going to make me want to watch your video? I'm sorry, you were closest to me.
They want information on what I'm discussing.
Correct.
What I'm talking about.
So if it's a how-to video, then I'm looking for that. So you would have put your keywords in and your descriptions in. So if I type into YouTube, how to climb a tree, we're just going to use that as an example, it hopefully will come up. So we want to do that. So Miriam, can you talk a little bit about keywords and SEO?
Yes, and as you're probably aware of, Google uses keywords and SEO to find your video.
Hang on. Does everyone know what a keyword is? This is your cue, John, right? And does everyone know what SEO is? Search engine optimization. Okay? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
That's okay. And search engine optimization, or SEO, does use keywords. That's one of the components of it. And so you need to attach those keywords to your videos, and that's in the description. And also, there's a tag box, right? As you're uploading your video, you need to attach those important keywords, and that's what your video is all about. So you use words from your video as your keywords.
Right, so, and those keywords should be, if I'm going to put a video up, how to add keywords to YouTube, then it should say in the description how to use keywords in YouTube videos, so that when I search for it, it comes up. Yes, sir.
One of the things that seems to be, and in the last week or so, we've had things like this, showing people how to do what you just said would be a wonderful video for you to make. Is how do I get that name there? How do I get that hashtag? What do I click and do?
Mm-hmm.
It's something that is, you speak it, it comes out here, and this other person and other people, and not sure where to go or find it. I can go to YouTube, but that would be a great one for you to make.
Thank you. Not a bad idea. Well, it is. I have 3 monitors on my desk, because one is not enough. And whenever I do something and I find a video on YouTube, I have it open over here and I'm watching it and I'm doing it over here, right? So that you can work through those processes. So
Exactly. How to open the box, right?
yeah, so we want to look at the different types of videos we can do. Live streaming is what we're doing now, and then I'll take that live stream and make it into a video so that I can repurpose it. You can do a video outside and take pictures, cut the sound out, and then do a voice over it. So that's a live action voiceover. You can do an animated sequence of, you've seen all the little animated videos with the text on the bottom. You can do a silent video with just text. You know, when you're scrolling through your feeds, they start to play. Especially if you're doing a video, put it on YouTube, share it on Facebook, and it will just play. When it has the subtitles on it, it's great. And now we're at the point where both Facebook and YouTube, do you have to enable it to get the subtitles?
Yes, there's a.
So there's an enable, so it'll put those on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was I have a question? So are you gonna teach us on that then?
I'm going to talk about it. I'm not going to, okay, we have an hour and a half.
I mean, because I've watched so many YouTube videos on how to do it, they say all this, but, and then I have the iMovie app. Like, do you guys ever try that? And then you try to cut it and splice it, and, you know what I'm saying? I know it's trial and error. You just gotta keep doing
It's
it.
trial and error, and it's getting
How do you
in.
find all that, like the animated graphic or the voice?
So you can buy programs that do the animated graphics, and they're encapsulated, and they let you change words and change colors and stuff like that. And it's a great way to start. There's a million different of them out there. If that's the way you want to go, you have to decide what you want your videos to look like. You're going to see a couple examples in a few minutes of videos. So, and you can use still pictures that use the Ken Burns effect. Does everyone know what the Ken Burns effect is? Okay, he did the Civil War documentary, and all he had was still black and white pictures. So what he did is he did pan and zoom effects. You know, when you see movement on a still picture, that is called the Ken Burns effect, because he developed that. So here are some common traits of successful videos. Short and to the point. If you're over 60 seconds and it's not a how-to, way too long. My attention span is gone down the road. You need to let them know why they're watching that video. Bless you. What is your call to action, right? Tell them at the beginning what your purpose is of that video. By the end of this video, you will know how to blank, right? Or whatever it is, whatever your call to action is, you want to put it in the beginning, in the first probably 10 seconds, and you want to do the sales pitch at the end. We're targeting a specific audience. You don't need to send me videos that mean nothing to me. Okay, I don't want to watch a fishing video. And just so you know, I grew up in Minnesota. I was locked in a boat my entire summer and every weekend. So it's not that I don't know how to fish. I just don't want to do it anymore. So we want a specific, what do I want to see? If you want to reach me as your client, what are you telling me? The video should offer information that is all about me. It's useful to me, it's important to me, that's why I'm going to stay. It's not about my business, it's not about what I'm going to sell. It needs to be wrapped in a package of information for that person. I always put background music very softly in the back of my videos, nothing loud or anything. And we want to be consistent when we do the branding and the watermark when we're doing the videos. We'll get to that a little later. Oh, we're going to watch one. I hope this.
I had a question about that.
Is this a touch screen, John?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's excellent. Hang on.
Sometimes it's your friend.
And sometimes it's not.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool.
I'm sorry it's so loud. I don't know where the volume is. Okay, comments? Good and bad. Yep.
I just, also listening. In regards to music and getting music that you can utilize, where do you go about?
YouTube has some free songs. You need to be careful because the top ones are the favorite ones other people use. You can do there. You can go to iStock Photos and buy some or find some royalty-free ones. So Facebook also too, when you upload, has some free digital music you can use. Yes.
And if I can jump in.
Yep,
quickly,
please.
just in your creator studio, on the left side, there's, I guess, a tab where it says create, and you click on that. And it gives you a list of a lot of free music, and you can search by genres and things like that, so.
Thank you.
Once you find one and start using it, I think you should pick 2 or 3 that so you're consistent. So when people get used to hearing it, they think of you. Okay. Other observations about the video? Good and bad? Yep.
Easy to follow, but it's
Okay.
also like a lot of movement.
It was quick, wasn't
You guys weren't bored, you didn't wait to get to the end, and it was over. Got my message across? So this one is local. At the end of the one online, it pushes you to my next video. But you can also set that up so if you're the first time there, it's going to show you my first time video. If you've been there before, it's going to show you the most current video that was uploaded. And that's in the settings in the back. So I guess I did this. So we can go by that one. So this is what we want to do. We want you to create your YouTube channel. We want you to brand your channel. We want you to have a plan with playlists. We want basic settings that are a must and that there is help. Now, okay, so here in YouTube, of course, you can't talk to anyone at YouTube just like you can't talk to anyone at Google because they don't like to have conversations. But there's all different types on this, it's kind of written over it, there's all different ways to tell you how to do things. Keep in mind the platform changes every 3 to 6 months. Would that be correct, Miriam? And so some things come and go. I was doing one of these YouTube ones and I had about this director's studio thing they were doing last fall. And well, I only did it for 2 months and it was gone. So I was talking all about it and it was not even happening anymore. And I didn't check. That was very bad on my part. So there is help online and there are videos to help you. So this is what my YouTube channel looks like. Do you know who he is? Yes, you can teach an old dog new tricks, so I don't think any of you need to be concerned about the fact that you can't figure this out. It's just a matter of taking one thing at a time. If you look at my channel, my subscribe button is here. My other social media pieces are on here. It's branded. It has my logo on it. Home, videos, playlists, channels, and about. So all my videos are here. My playlists is where I categorize all of my how-to videos. I have my seminars. I don't know what the other ones are. Do you remember the other? There's.
Yes, you have some educational ones as well. And
yes. So I have like 4 or 5 different channels. And so for returning subscribers, they get this video. For new subscribers, they get a different video, and it's a setting in the back that you set up. So this is where you're going to start to do all your work. And we're going to go for the smiley face. You need to enable different pieces here. And this is an old one, because see here it says I'm ineligible for embedding live streams, but I'm not. And you come here under your channel to status and features, and you enable the ones that you need to use. And this helps you with your settings. So what's the biggest one here we need to know? I know there's 2 more rows below this, Miriam, but I don't know what's on them. So
Well, since you'll get a green or a enable button if you're able to enable it, so you just click on that and you follow through. And you want to be able to go through these boxes as they become available because you want those services to be attached to your YouTube channel as well.
So what you're saying is, if it's green,
Yeah.
click on it and then do what that
So
requires,
here,
and
I
then
click
work
enable
with it.
and the line turns green. I click enable, the line turns.
Now it's not your friend anymore.
No, it's not, sorry. And here, this one, when I took it, wasn't ineligible, so I can't do that yet. This is an old slide, so.
So you want to be able to enable all of them that are available to you, just to get the most out of your YouTube channel.
So upload defaults. If you don't have the time to put your information in each time you upload a video, what you're going to do to the defaults is to come in here, so every time I upload a video, it's going to grab this. Okay, basic information. So you're going to want to have gone in and put in each of these different pieces, your description, your tags, all of these. So the second, and oh, here's my location too. Better not touch that screen again. I'm getting too close to it. We're too friendly. So that people know where you are. So filling out upload defaults is very important, and getting them all set correctly, because that's going to help you. So now you're uploading that video, you can get it uploaded, you can come back then and do the specific description of it and those tags later. So right here is where we have feature content. So I want this to display at the end of every video. Do you remember what the other choices were?
Yes, the other choice is the beginning of the video, or you can set a specific time where you want that to appear.
Right. So I want this, for my custom services, to appear during my video play. So when I get to the end, when I've done that call for action, I want them to watch another video.
And just so you know that this feature is going away from YouTube.
Is that
Yeah.
right? Oh, I love YouTube. Did they say why they were removing it?
Yes, because they're trying to get people to, well, they're trying to promote.
They want us
videos
to
in a
pay.
different way, yes, yeah, so.
Okay, this is going away. She spends her entire life on YouTube. What can I say? Which is good for me and good for my clients. Now this is interesting. I never put a watermark on mine because I always put the watermark, if we can go back. Oh, there's one. So see down here in this, I always branded my background. See, I put the green background in and put my logo down here. So I never put the watermark in, because why do I need both? But then when Miriam started working for me, what did you tell me, Miriam?
That's one of the most important things on your channel, is because that's how people subscribe to your channel. They click over the watermark and they're automatically subscribed. So you want to enable that. That's very important.
So you go into your YouTube channel and you click add a watermark. See, this is a really old slide.
And it's asking you to upload your logo, and it automatically will enable it with all the features to subscribe. So you don't have to do anything to.
What you have to do is tell it which corner of the picture you want it in, and that's it. So then when the video starts to end, or at some point during it, that'll come up, and if people roll over it, they automatically can subscribe right then.
So your logo becomes your watermark?
Yes,
Yes,
Okay, so that's what.
and a subscribe tool.
it's one of the subscribe tools, and one of the most important ones too, because it's right on the video rather than being below your video.
You guys have classes for this. I'm so lost right now, Ben.
Sorry?
I'm so lost. Like, I understand what the class is, but I need to do a class because
So
I'm
I don't
so
do-
lost in what you're.
I don't do hands-on classes because they're,
Do you?
No.
the deal is
Nobody,
The re-
almost nobody does,
Nobody?
because here's why.
go ahead, you can take the bad cop piece.
Look at the audience here. Look at the levels of knowledge and experience. We've tried this a couple times, and we have you in one place, him in another place, and we start answering questions, and all of a sudden the thing just blows up. It's very difficult, unless you can guarantee me that you all have the same level of knowledge. Because then you're gonna bring your computer, and you're gonna be at different places, and it's
Oh,
gonna be
no,
an
I
acronym.
meant like one-on-one.
Oh, yeah, we do individual
different
training,
deal.
that's a whole different thing, you
Right, no,
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
We do one-on-one training, it's the classroom training that becomes
Oh, I'm not
hard.
talking about the classroom. I totally get that. Like some of you guys probably.
No,
do
we
that, but I'm lost.
absolutely,
I totally
we
got it.
absolutely do one-on-one training.
The other thing you
That's
have,
what I'm
to-
saying.
Yeah.
you said you're lost. That's okay. I would suggest that a lot of people here aren't at the level of Virginia or Maryland. But repetition in learning is an important thing. So sometimes when you're sitting there and you'll look in the word watermelon will come up and say, oh, I know what that is, and you'll go
And
over that.
YouTube it.
Yeah, well, you'll YouTube it.
You could
but
do
then
that too.
You,
Try
but
it.
you'll
I watch so
grab
many
it.
YouTube videos
So that's okay.
on that stuff.
Many of the things we put on, people don't opt out, but you don't understand it. But if you come to, we put them on all the time, and between what we do and YouTube does and other places, you'll get it, and you just gotta, the other thing you have to do is that little calendar thing, make it work. I'm gonna put 4 hours on.
So that's
YouTube
probably the
traffic.
hardest thing when it comes to social media is running your business, working in the business or working on the business, and finding out where you're going to put that time. It's a huge, huge strain because you need to be moving your business forward, but you need to be doing the advertising and the marketing and that. And it does. You need to have some type of an idea plan. When we do a social media plan for someone, we're a month and a half ahead, right? We've already decided what's going to happen in October, and September is already on autopilot. So we can add stuff like this is going out today, but we want to be ahead of the curve because we don't want to, you don't want to get up and think, oh my God, I've done nothing on YouTube. What am I going to do? You don't need that stress. Oh my God, I haven't posted on Facebook. What am I going to do? That's just stress you don't need on top of your business, so you have to plan for those things.
I tell every client that I meet after the first meeting, there's a couple things you should do. The number one thing is to make a to-do list. You may think that's crazy, but I see them all the time. I've seen hundreds of them. You don't have a to-do list next time we meet, we're at the same place. That's not good. So as boring as that may be, make it and use it and change it and update it.
So as my business has grown, I've instituted Monday morning Zoom meetings, right? If they can't come to the office, we're all together and we have a conversation about all this stuff we're doing and who needs to do what, and I'm getting all this stuff done, but then what happens, it all comes flying back to me. Which is great, but again, it's gotten done, but then I have to approve it or take care of it or everything. So that to-do list kind of is circular for me sometimes, yeah.
So would you suggest, like, I know some people do 3 videos a week, but don't some people just do like 1 video and say it comes out on a Wednesday so that people can go?
That would be fine. So again,
Start out
that's,
slow.
yes, you absolutely should start out slow. I tell that people with all social media platforms is don't try to do everything at once. Pick the one and become good at it. Have a plan, get it into a routine. So you're right. So you need to let them know that this is the day it's coming out, and you're going to let them know. And so they're expecting it, because I don't need, it's like the place you sign up for that they're supposedly going to get 1 email and you get 3 a day. I don't need that, right? You need to, it's a respectful piece and it's exciting. I'm going to see that 1 video. I don't need to see 3 a day. That is
So do you guys
correct.
do Facebook too?
Yeah.
Because, okay, so that we want to do a YouTube channel. If we just stuck on Facebook and did our brand and live videos, is that just as good as YouTube? But you don't get paid. Like YouTube, you get paid, but, so I know that like Facebook, if you get a lot of views and stuff, don't they start sending them out farther, so then you get more people?
That is correct. Same, yes, so that's that algorithm, tell 2 friends who tells 2 friends who tell 2 friends. But you can take that video live that you've done on Facebook and download it and upload it to YouTube. So now it's in 2 different places.
As
What?
Virginia said, start out with 1.
Yep.
Whatever one you want. I'm of the opinion it doesn't make any difference. Start out
So
with
I
one.
think every business is different and what platform they should be on is different. So yes, where are your clients? Where are you going to meet them? Where are you going to get the most bang for your buck?
And the other thing to do, you start out with 1, and you get this great brain idea that maybe I ought to go over here. No, don't do that. Go back to the one you're working with. Write that thing down and put it away. Stick with the one until you get it done. Whatever one works.
And it's very easy to look at the shiny new toy. What is the shiny new toy in social media now? Does anyone want to? Miriam, do you want to tell them?
Well, it's a personal opinion, but yes, I say definitely Instagram and YouTube.
Right, so Instagram is the shiny new toy. And unless it is where you need to be for your brand image, I wouldn't take that step now. I would get used to a platform before I go to Instagram. But Instagram's, Facebook Live has been around for a while, and yes, you get a lot of views and a lot of stuff, but you can't measure the ROI. So let's go over here and look at this shiny new toy. But if you're not doing well on Facebook and getting everything you want there, you shouldn't move. Now, if you think that you want to let Facebook go, which you certainly could, and just do Instagram, that would be okay too. But to try to do too much and jump on the bandwagon when you're not sure what's going to be there, what you're doing, or what you want to accomplish, I don't think is a good idea.
And there are definitely challenges because Instagram, you have to use a device, and so you have to think about all the different components that goes into posting.
Right, you can't post on Instagram except on your phone and your
Unless
iPad.
Yes, you can buy a subscription and then you can use that with your other devices and your computer, but yeah, if you just want to post for free, you need to use your device.
See, this is why we say, we just went through something and I can kind of see everybody's mind and their eyes going, just pick one, it's okay. And just,
Who has an Instagram channel? Yeah, you don't get to raise your hand.
I have Instagram, and I do Facebook, and I want to do YouTube.
Okay, that's okay.
But I get, if you hashtag a lot, that's how I get people to follow me. So every time I post something, I hashtag, da-da-da, and then I get a follower.
Okay.
So
And are you consistent with your hashtags?
if I post on there, I definitely am. Like putting hashtags.
Okay,
Is that what you mean?
so, no.
Or consistent posting.
Miriam, will you like to take this? Because
So hashtags, yes, you're doing a great thing, you're using them, and they do need to be,
who knows what a hashtag is? Okay,
yeah, so they do need to be about your post, obviously, and you need to use different variety of hashtags for different social media platforms, and they all utilize hashtags, just so you know, and so it's super important.
so the one thing with hashtags, and hashtags were just with Twitter, and I'm not a big Twitter girl, but hashtags have come across all of them. If you use a consistent hashtag and you put that into Google, all the things that are associated with that hashtag will come up. So you can own your own hashtag. Do you have my flyer here? Can I? So for this, it's keys to DMS. Everything we do will have that hashtag on it. It will have other hashtags too, but everything we do will have that hashtag. And when people are at the conference, they'll use that hashtag. So all of that then will start to create something on the web.
And definitely you would want the hashtag for your specific brand, so if you were a flower shop, you would hashtag your flower shop, and every time you post, you would attach that hashtag in addition to your other ones, that it all can come together as a search.
Yes.
Two questions. Where do you create your hashtag? And I read these things that people have like 6 or 8 hashtags in their thing. It's like, where do you get all these things? And how do you know them
So-
all?
Hashtags are whatever you want them to be.
Keywords, I would say.
Okay, for
So
business,
it's not really a link to something, you're just.
it's not a link to something, There's a lot of hashtags that this young lady's generations likes to do hashtag emotions all the time, correct?
I see that often, yes.
So everything they're doing, they're hashtagging with, hashtag bad day, hashtag bad hair day. So anytime someone puts hashtag bad hair day, all that will be pulled together. So
Because it's a keyword, it's pulling stuff from other places.
It's
other
like a
people who-
tag in a relational database. If
Right.
you understand what I just said.
Uh-huh.
So you can tag a number of things.
Like Google's database or who's?
Any
No, no,
beta- any
database.
beta.
It's a concept that goes back 20 years. Hashtag is just kind of made it for social media.
correct.
So how do you make your own hashtag without?
You can register your own hashtag on TWUBs. But really hashtags are just in the stratosphere. But you can come back and say, that's my hashtag if someone else jumps on and tries to take it away.
Is there, so there is a place that you can like own it?
Yes, that is correct.
So when you say hashtag, I'm sorry. You say like hashtag happy and there's like 2 million, does that mean 2 million people use that? Or 2 million people see, I don't even know how, if they hit happy,
So their posts get linked together in one page, basically, so they're indexed together, everything that's hashtag the same.
So-
For our keys to DMS, for example, so everything that you posted under that hashtag, once you do a Google search, they'll all come up as a search result.
so you could go down
Correct, and if you searched images, because you've put your hashtag on your images, it will bring up all the images with that hashtag.
So if you own a.
Wait, hang on, this lady's been waiting.
So my question is, do you pick a subject and then all these different hashtags come out and then you select that?
So there can be some strategy. One, there should be the hashtag that identifies your business, right? Then there should be the hashtag that associates your business with what you want to be associated with, right? So now you're in physical therapy, is that right?
Close.
I'm sorry, occupational
Yeah.
therapy. So you would pick hashtags that other occupational therapists or people who are looking at it might catch it.
So the way
Okay.
you do that is
So-
go look at your competitors.
Right,
That can tell you a lot. That's a good place to, I think that's a good place to start.
Right.
See what they have, and R&D, rip off and duplicate what they have.
So
I thought that was research and development.
I guess I have a thing and I love to see photos of people with bad hair.
Okay,
So I put in bad hair, then I get different hashtags that do not necessarily say bad hair within that hashtag.
no,
but related
no.
ones, No.
No, if you put in hashtag bad hair into Google, you're gonna get everything that was ever tagged with bad hair.
Okay.
Okay, it's not gonna tell you related hashtags. Is there a platform that does that? I know that the keywords does that in Google.
In terms of analyzing, you're saying?
No, in terms of, okay, if this is my hashtag and this is my business, does it give it suggestions? But it could be keywords, because there's keywords tool where you put in a keyword and then it gives you a whole bunch of suggestions. And that could be a hashtag.
Okay.
Yep, I'm so sorry, yes?
So if you own a hashtag, does that eliminate the rights for other people to use the same hashtag? For example, let's say I own a pet store.
Yep.
And I'm trying to use the hashtag cute little puppy,
Mm-hmm.
right? We have cats on sale, cute little hashtag cute little puppy. We have dog treats on sale, hashtag cute little puppy. Just as part of my marketing brand,
Right.
so it saturates the market with hashtag cute little puppy. So if I own that hashtag, and someone uses it, hashtag cute little puppy, look at my Word document, does that also? I
So,
mean, what
so the
right-
deal
what-
is, A,
What,
you,
what advantage of owning a hashtag is there?
so if this guy back here who also owns a pet store decides to use hashtag cute little puppy, because you've done all this work now and hashtag cute little puppy pops up all the time, and he wants to get on your bandwagon, you could go and say, yeah, you can't do that. That's a whole legal issue that I can't speak to. But you can say that you registered it, it's your hashtag, you own it. So you want people to hashtag cute little puppy, because all these people are putting up cute little puppy videos, hashtag cute little puppy. Eventually it will bring it back to you, because you should have some way that you've linked it back to your pet store.
Right.
Right, but you don't want him, the competitor at the pet store, using your hashtag.
Okay. Can a hashtag have a .com, like hashtag cutelittlepuppy.com?
I don't know.
I don't, well, if that's available, because you could use characters in your URL, but I haven't seen where.
I haven't seen a hashtag that has a .com in it.
No.
No. I mean, it could be hashtag cute little puppies, DOTCOM, but I don't think it can have the dot in it.
Okay.
It's okay. Moving on. So, here, adding that custom subscribe button was the next one. We talked about that. We want to link our AdWords account. Miriam, I'm going to let you speak about this. Are you okay?
Yeah.
What is the benefit of associating our AdWords account with our YouTube video?
It's,
Doesn't mean you have to advertise, but you should have an AdWords account.
yes, and YouTube uses AdSense for their ads, and so you want to link that when you reach that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time minutes, because then you get that monetization option where you can make some money on your videos. So that's the reason you want to enable that feature. But you do have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time minutes before you can even enable.
And you can do it 3 minutes at a time.
Yes,
I'm just saying.
and having those videos being watched
Over and over again, yes, that how-to video. You have to have a plan because they're making it harder and harder to do, so you need to have a
Does
plan.
it have to be a unique visit video watcher?
I don't know the answer to that. Do
Or
you know
can
the
I
answer?
set up a
It's
bot to
impressions.
keep play, keep play, keep play, keep play, keep play, replay, replay,
Okay,
replay?
I think that they would find the IP address and catch you, but I think that if you did it from, if you watched it from here and had an IP address, and you watched it from somewhere else and had an IP address, I think that would be fine. But if the bot was running it and they could trace it back to an IP address, I'm sure they'd catch you.
If it was a bot, they'd get it.
I would think it would be.
I mean, that's very interesting, but,
Creative idea.
but that's the reason they put the 1,000, the 4,000 on there, because they don't want just anyone coming on, creating a YouTube channel and pushing it. You know, this is part of the small effort that they're making to change the nefarious stuff that happens on the internet by putting rules. It doesn't benefit us at all, but I guess it does in some ways, but it makes it harder for us to do our business.
And after you have enabled that AdSense account, you do need to go to adsense.com and then create yourself an account and then link the two.
Say that slower.
Yes, it's not just the enabling on YouTube, you need to go to AdSense and create yourself an account there, and then you have to link it's gonna give you a number, and then you have to link it to your YouTube. So,
Like,
yeah,
here, don't look at my tracking
done it.
number. I gotta quit touching that touch screen. It was good, and now I can't quit. So now we're to playlists. So I have the top ones, liked videos, because I go out and like other videos, Weiskopf Consulting how-to videos, classes, seminars, and workshops, and Weiskopf Consulting social media. And then there's other playlists down here. So every time I do one, I put it in a playlist. It can be in more than one playlist. But we want to make sure that we give people a choice and they know where they're going. Because if I watch one how-to video and I really liked it, maybe I want to watch another one. Okay? Okay. Miriam, do you want to do this part?
Sure, absolutely. So here's your Creator Studio, and this is after you've uploaded your video. You can see here that you've got your basic settings. And so, first of all, what you want to do is, if you can notice the tab, it says Info and Settings, and in here you get to have your description. So this is your descriptive line, your title, I should say, and then this is your descriptive line. So in here, this is where you can put your website, your hashtags, and what your video is all about, and additional links, especially since you don't have that 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 watch time minutes. So that's where everything goes in here. Whoops.
It's a touch screen, be careful.
Yes. So now below that here, these are your keywords or tags. So this is what you want. This is very important because you want to make sure that your video is found. And so you're using different tags. And I think you have about 500 characters you can use. And so you want to make sure you fill that out. So that's one of the things. You can make your videos public, private. That's where you would click. You can go ahead and add a message to your video. So here is where your SEO is, and then you can go to your next tab, and that's translations if you want to, if you're utilizing different languages.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, and then you've got your advanced settings, and so, but this is your basic information and what you want to make sure it's filled out.
So when you upload a video, it pulls from the basic information that you put in there originally?
Yes.
And that's what will be filled in until you go in and change it.
And you've got other tabs at the top. You can edit your video.
There we go.
You've got your enhancement, so if you want to, if you've uploaded your video and you need to edit it in any way, it gives you several options here. And you can add audio here too if you're not using a different platform to edit your video.
So here you can see on the right, they're giving you featured tracks and top tracks, and you can click in there and go, this is where the free music is for you guys.
And then two new features that have come up is the iCards that you see at the top, and then you get end cards now. We need to update that soon. Yeah, so you'll get end cards at the end that you can enable, and then it's going to take the viewer to the next video. So that's all your settings that you need to work on.
Real quick.
Yes.
let's say I shoot a video, okay, and I have an introduction. I do an introduction, and then I give my talk on what I did the introduction on. However, in YouTube, I want to have a short, like 5-second video logo introduction between what I'm going to talk about and the actual content of what I'm talking about. Have like a little segment there. Can I add a track in there to add that in there, or
I
how
don't
do you
think
do
you
that?
can,
outside of YouTube?
you have to do that outside
That's,
of YouTube.
yes, that's advanced editing to your video and things that you want to add beyond the scope of what this is allowing you to do. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's probably something for your editing software that you're using.
Okay.
So this is your Creator Studio, and I just wanted to mention that's where you can also get your music right here under Create. You can download tracks for free. So.
So this, thank you. This is just talking about different type of cards, the channel cards, the donation cards, the fan funding, the link cards that you can do with all the different things in your list. And this has probably changed since I did this slide. But you need to look in the back and see what's going to work for you. If you're a nonprofit, you can push to an approved crowdfunding URL. Associating your website, you can only do after the 1,000 and the 4,000. But there's all kinds of things that you can do at the end of your videos. This is the YouTube Partner Program, which we've talked a little bit about. You can become a YouTube partner with that 1,000 subscribers and that 4,000 hours. And what does it get you, Miriam?
Gets you links at the end and an option to have that AdSense account.
All
4,000 hours or 4,000 minutes?
4,000 hours.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay, John, get your math, get your calculator out. Take how many hours in a week?
Wow.
How many hours in a month? How many hours in a year? And divide that back by 4,000, and it's not that much.
4,000 subscribers, which
Right.
is first.
So yeah, you just have a plan to do that.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, you have to have
Have both.
together. Yeah,
Together.
yeah, I made it.
Don't give them hope.
Yeah,
Don't give them hope.
For a second there.
yes.
But if you divide that all out, it comes down to a really small number, and you think, I can do this one how-to video at a time.
Not one 4,000 hours.
No. No. John, honey, no one's going to watch it.
Exactly. That's the point.
Where are we going to start? We're going to create that channel. We are going to create our first video. It doesn't have to be, what's a good movie? It doesn't have to be the best one out there. You just have to start. You have to see what works for you. You need to see what it's going to do, what the feel is, what your image is going to be. You want to upload it to YouTube. You want to do all those things. You don't have to publish it. You can make it private so you can play with it. You can see what, all the back end pieces are, and you can watch it. Update that info and settings. Those are so important. If you want to be on YouTube, you need to take advantage of the items that are in the back end that make it the powerhouse that it is. You want to edit on enhancements, and you can do a lot of stuff. If you had a Creator Studio, if you have media software that you're using, you don't have to use their Creator Studio. You can use your local one and just upload it when it's done. Add audio from the files if needed. You can look online and get a very inexpensive media suite. You don't have to have, does iMovie come free with the Mac?
No, only $14.99, but.
See, you can find an inexpensive one to start. You don't have to have the most expensive one. I have probably 4 different programs, and I use them all for different things. So, and Miriam doesn't like any of them. Add the annotations at the end or the cards so that you're getting the use from it, and then publish that and have people look at it. Get feedback. Feedback is a gift. What?
Do you need that software to start, or could you use the phone to start?
No, You can, people don't need to see a slick video.
Right.
They just don't. That you can use your phone. You can use your phone to take the video and upload it as is, or you can take that phone video, pop it into a program, cut the audio out, and then do an audio voiceover on it. Not on YouTube, but on a platform that you have. So don't think you're stuck when you're taking a video having to talk at the same time and make it work. You can take that video, because you have the content that you want, cut the audio out, and then do an audio voiceover.
That's the point. You can get started. Don't wait and go figure out what software you need to buy. Use your phone and get it out
Right.
there. It's okay.
Yep. We want to share that video. We've made this video. We have put it on YouTube. We think it's great. We want to pull it to our website. We want to put it on Facebook. We want to send it out to our clients in an email marketing and push them back. We want to put it out there for everyone to see. You have an asset, you need to use it across platforms. Okay? And you can promote it. Promote, promote, promote. Use it as you can even do the ad, the 7-second ad, and put it up there and pay for it. So it plays at the beginning of videos. Because you have to watch 7 seconds of it. But then you have 7 seconds. And we're going to get to that. Is this where you guys are now? Who feels like her? So, YouTube ads. And we're going to watch a couple 7-second ads in a minute. You have to watch them. You don't have a choice. If you want to watch the video, you have to watch them. And you can choose where they're going to be. So this, let's see if I can get this one to work. That's it. 7 seconds. You're going to like this one.
Get your 90-day fiancé now at loveme.com.
That's it. So again, they're both very stupid and hokey, but it's an ad that's playing for 7 seconds that people have to watch, and you have to be there if you're going to watch it. So we want to decide now what we're going to do. How-tos? What is my concept? What is the purpose of promoting my service? What do I want to convey? And you've looked at your competitors. You've done the research now. You've gone out and looked at your competitor sites, and you've decided what you like and what you don't like. So what are we going to do? We're going to make a decision and make that first video. A quick overview. Again, how long do you guys watch videos? You have less than 30 seconds to make your point. Unless you're giving them something that's a how-to, or they're getting to the end because they want to learn something. So you need to keep that in mind. Short, sweet, to the point. So here, if you go to success stories on YouTube, this is where you will see, I left this in, this is where when they did those director studios that I was talking about in the beginning, you can see some videos that the people made that were very easy to do. So, before you leave, the score guys, because I'm going to do more Q&A after this, the score guys want you to fill out your survey. You got a postcard. Anyone who comes to one of my seminars can have a free Zoom meeting for an hour with me. So if you fill that out, we can do that and hand it to Miriam. If you want these slides, Miriam will walk around and get, if they don't have the business card, here's some cards. So those are the only 3 things you guys have to do. And now I am going to answer more questions. I tried to answer them as we were going, but now it's Q&A. Yes, ma'am.
When you say to become good at one thing,
Yes.
and you talk about how the rules are always changing and all that, how do you find that stuff out? Is it on the actual help of the whatever, Facebook?
No, because you can go along for 3 months and not know something has changed. They don't make announcements. I do a lot of reading. Sometimes you can put, use Google Alerts. Has anyone here used Google Alerts besides you?
Great tool.
It is a great tool. So you put it in Google Alerts, and then You tell it what you want to know, and it pushes it into your inbox, and then you can go read about it, and that helps it, because it's going to, if you use a Google alert and say you want to learn anything, or you want to know when Google makes a change, or however you're putting the words in, it will then run its algorithm and pull those articles into your email box, so you can stay on top of things.
So there's not like a help button on Facebook that has all the changes?
Oh,
It's not that easy then?
Wow. You should send them that suggestion.
Okay. I'll call them.
Yes.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
They just don't answer. So, yeah, so using the alerts, but I would caution you to have a separate email account for those alerts and not clog your own box.
You had mentioned on the one slide that you should put the, granted this one's all about YouTube, but you should put the video on YouTube and then share it to the other platforms.
Mhm.
Is that, even if, you also mentioned earlier, focus on one platform. So if you're on a different platform, post there and.
So you've created an asset. You've created a digital asset, okay? So now you have a website that it can be on. You may have an email list that you're marketing to. You may have a blog. Use that asset. And I'm not saying do it all at once. I'm saying it's an asset that you have created. Use it in different places, is what I'm saying.
Share the link from the video.
Right.
That's just a little reach out and do, as opposed to making that a whole initiative of trying to.
Correct. If you're on YouTube and you already have a Facebook page, you can share it there. If you're on YouTube and you have a website, because most of my videos are on my website, or a good share of them on each different service, you want to use it there. You don't want to just leave it alone on YouTube. You want to pull it out. And you want YouTube to be able to use its marketing piece, because you've done the SEO correctly, to find that video and hopefully bring people back to where you want them. Yes. You're yawning.
I will share something with you. It's not a question. See if we can keep this going for a minute or two. One thing I notice is tip for all of you is when you leave today, look at your email address. Are you branded? Many of you, because I've looked, aren't branded. You should think about how to do that. So having your @gmail.com is not something that is branded. Think about when you're going to do that, put your name as a branded business.
So there are two things. I'm going to comment on that, and he's absolutely right. I almost die when I meet someone who still has an AOL account. And it shouldn't be my business name @Gmail, because what that says to me is that you're a startup, that it doesn't, you can keep that Gmail address and use it, but the fact is, I want to be Virginia @Weiskopf Consulting. I want Miriam to be Miriam @Weiskopf Consulting. So if you see my email, you know what my company is, and you can find me on the web. If I'm Weiskopf Consulting @Gmail, or your technical service @Gmail, you're not going to be able to find me on the web. It's part of the whole branding piece. If your .com or .net or .usa or .org is part of your email address, then people can go back and find you.
So go to YouTube and find out how to make that for your brand and pick it. You can change it later. It's not the brand.
Well, if you have a domain, you should be fine. Right.
You got to go through that process as your business
Right.
gets.
And you don't have to have a website if that's not what you want. You can buy the domain name and get the email attached to it and not have a website. Not that I'm recommending that, I'm just saying if that's what you think is holding you back, yes.
So I really like when you're posting to Facebook, if you wanted to like increase your followers, so like link to other pages, like if you're posting an article, like link it so they get it kind of idea. Does that play into YouTube and leaving comments on like videos like the one you're posting? Would you encourage that or?
So you have to monitor it. If you want, comments are great and bad all at the same time. It's that double-edged sword, because there's going to be good comments, there's going to be bad comments, there's going to be no comments, right? But comments are useful if people are talking about it and different people see it. So it's a strategy. So the History Channel probably, do they let comments on their videos?
I don't.
Oh, I'm so sorry I asked. So on yours for the movie, I bet they leave comments because they want people to talk about it. Their goal is to get people to talk about it, right? So that more people watch it and more people see things. So there's a strategy to using comments. I would say when you're first starting out, that's not what you want to do.
But would you want to comment on other people's videos under like the name to be able to bring people back to yours or no?
So you can. You could comment on them, put a hashtag that might bring them back, but you need to be careful because you don't want to offend them, right? And you don't want to make them for use. If you're writing something on there, making a positive comment, that's fine. But you need to be very respectful because if you're just putting it on there to drag them back, if it was my site, I would get rid of your comment because that's just hopping on someone else. It's not an interactive piece. It's like, have you always heard of Alignable? It's an online networking service. There's nothing I hate more than the second you connect with something on Alignable and they're selling you something before you're even moved. And that's not the point. The point is to get to know people and to network and to interact. So if you're interacting positively, I think, yes, you could do that. Because if they have a big following, they will see you, and if you're writing something interesting and knowledgeable, they might come back. And that's the same strategy on LinkedIn when you join groups and you talk about you're an expert in what you do, and then people will come back to see you. So yes.
Virginia, would you be better off doing those with a branded email address where you put your name?
Are we stuck on that branded email address?
It's not on me if that happens. You could put that out there. You could say, I'm John and I think that was great.
So I'm not sure if I would leave my email address in certain places. There are certain places I will leave it, and I have more than one email address. It depends what you're trying to get. If you think it's a really great place and you will get positive things, it's again, the double-edged sword, yeah.
I have a question.
Yep.
So you're like, just go and do it. Put a little video up there. Well, I have like 5 views, but it's family, and they couldn't even find the video. 200, how they even found it.
So you've made your video, so now you need to promote your video, right?
So now I have to take that little URL or
That
whatever,
is correct.
and I go to my Facebook friend and I say, go like my page, but how do they find my page if they can't even find it? And
Watch my video. If you put the URL in there, it's going to pop it up, and when they click on, they're going to go back to your YouTube channel.
Have you done the SEO on it, the keywords, the description?
No, girl, I don't.
I was
not
going to throw her under the bus, Miriam.
I'm already under the bus, trust me, it's going back and forth, reverse drive. That's all I'm saying.
I was just asking a question.
But no, I didn't work with you.
Yes.
Do you have to have a Gmail address when you're working with Google and YouTube?
So when I set up a suite of social media and I'm putting it up, I will create a unique Gmail account that I put everything in. That I put the Google Analytics, the YouTube channel, the AdSense, everything, and that's a separate email address because when I'm building it for someone, I have to authorize and get back and forth. Then everything comes into there. It's completely separate from what I'm doing for my own email address. It's just holding it in a bucket and pulling everything together. Yes.
You're not penalized.
I'm never using that Gmail. That Gmail address is only to set it up. It's just, everyone can get a Gmail account. They're free, which is great. But if you're a serious business person, you have a domain email address. Personal.
Isn't it safe to say you think of that Gmail account that you use to create the other stuff that you never use as an email account?
Never.
As an account, as a membership card. Think of
Right.
it that way.
So the fact is I have multiple Gmail accounts because the second you get an Android phone, you have a Gmail account.
So you have 4 different YouTube channels?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, you said you had 4 different accounts, I thought.
For email accounts.
Oh.
I have lots of email accounts.
Okay, so do you just do the one thing on your YouTube? Like you don't, how they say get your own niche, kind of like, so you wouldn't want to put a couple different things on your YouTube, does it matter?
No, so my niche is technology. So I have different playlists. I have my how-to videos. I have my education seminar videos. I will do it on any facet of what my digital footprint
Yeah,
is.
so you should stay into that, so let's say
Right.
that, so I do the hair product, Monet, it's
Right.
all natural, all that good stuff. So I do how to do curls, I say, oh, I use this mousse and da-da-da.
Absolutely.
But then on the next video, I got a watermelon cutter, man, I'm like, slice it. But you shouldn't put all those together.
That
You
is
should do
correct.
the
You,
one
your
thing.
personal YouTube channel should be completely different from your professional
Okay,
YouTube
okay,
channel.
Okay,
That goes without saying across the board on all your social media platforms.
got it.
Yes. Yes. Did it go off?
A little bit.
Okay. What else we got? You guys are so quiet tonight. I overwhelmed you, is that what I did? I want to thank you all for coming out tonight, I really do. Miriam and I will stay and answer individual questions. Leave me your card if you want the slides, she'll send them out tomorrow. And if you want a free hour Zoom meeting, give her that card and we will set it up.
What are we gonna learn that hour?
Whatever you want, it's a free hour.
Write your stuff down before you call.
You stop helping them.
You got it.
So in that 1 hour, would you help us get like that kind of thing, or is it 1 hour just?
It's a
like question?
consultation, it's not a, okay, we're gonna do all this work, yeah. I know.
You figure out your pricing.
That's why, and it's okay to say, what do you charge?
Yeah, what do you
Okay.
charge?
For training, it's $150 an hour.
Okay.
Because before the training starts, I find out who you are, what you are, and I put all this together
Okay,
when I
so how
come.
long does it usually take one person?
I'm not gonna even answer that.
Bus, like a bus girl, under the bus girl. Cause I ain't got no money, that's what.
Usually what we do is we set, this is what we're gonna accomplish in this first hour.
Okay.
So we have, because.
You will help us set up our channel and teach us how to
Correct,
do
and,
it.
and each
Oh, okay.
segment will have a goal, because if we don't have a goal for each hour, there is so much you could wander down the road and never accomplish anything. So,
That's just like the class of a bunch of people, and we want to keep
right,
them all.
so we'll say, okay, we want to get to hour one, this is what we're gonna accomplish. Hour two, this is what we're gonna accomplish. We're not gonna overwhelm you and have you spend 3 hours doing it, because by the end of hour one, you're brain dead. And that, none of us, we all get overwhelmed, and we don't want to do that. We want to be able to get that piece cemented in there, yes.
Virginia is no different than our other referral partners, the same thing. We do this partnership for a couple reasons. Number one, we want to help you, okay? Number two, when we help you, we bring in experts. Evan and I don't know this stuff, so we bring people like this. It helps them because they're a small business, so we're helping them. They all are in business to make money. If you were them,
But
what
my
would you do?
benefit for SCORE, I have a great partnership with SCORE. I have for years. John came to one of my classes. Has it been 5 years, John?
Probably, yeah.
Maybe more. And immediately we started a partnership. And I do classes for free for him. I do other things for free. I give you guys a free hour, and I get to promote my business. So it's a win-win situation for everyone.
But the point is, everybody that you see, except when there's a SCORE person up here doing the workshop, they are here to help you, help your business. But at the end of the day, when you start getting past that 1 hour, they charge. And that's reasonable, you know? The only people that don't charge and standing in front of you in an audience is a SCORE member. And about 10 or 15% of the workshops we